Hello everyone around the world. So what are we fixing now? We have an amplifier that came in for repair. This job from another repair shop. This job from another repair. I can't say repair shop. Was the guy? He doesn't have a shop, but he knows something with electronics. He said this amplifier is not coming on. This is Digimark professional Karaoke amplifier. Yeah, it's no power. You can see the switch. You can press. There are no lights. There's no anything here. What do we have inside? We have a linear power supply. Because it's working with AC, it's coming to this transformer, which has these wires which are connected here. And here we have the output wires, which is going to the digital thing. So what can we start checking? We are putting our multimeter on the AC and check the output of the transformer. That is the first step. To see if this transformer is outputting anything. And we have like I can't see voltage here. Okay, let me power it on. Now it's on. We must have output 33 volts, 17 volts. So the transformer is good. So in most cases you might have problem with the transformer, but in this case the transformer is outputting voltage. So what is the next step? The next step is to go on these wires. Now we are now switching to DC. We can take ground from this metallic heat sink and check the output. If you see if the 5 volts, if we have 5 volts for display, 2.4, 2.48. Why 2.48? Huh? Why? We don't have enough output voltage here. And if we don't have 5 volts, it means our linear regulator 7805 is not outputting anything, which is here. Pin number 3 is the output. And we have 2.48. Pin number 1, we have, which is the input, we have 1.96. Okay. And the middle pin, which is ground, we obviously have nothing. So let's come with 5 volts on the output. I want to see why the linear regulator is not outputting voltage. So right away I'm coming with 5 volts on the output. Maybe this is not ground. I can't see anything. This is just dead. Or maybe this is not ground. Why? Okay, no problem. Let's take out this board out. Let's disconnect here. Put this aside. That's the board. So that's the motherboard. That's the motherboard here. Here we have heatsink. We have those 4 transistors or audio ICs here, 2 here, 2 here. We have the big capacitor. We have the rectifier here. We have a regulator 7805. Let's check that regulator for not to be no short. That's what we can do. This must be a very simple repair. And the regulator is good. So what is the next step? The next step, pin number 1, which is the input, is receiving voltage from somewhere. So we have to focus where this pin is going. It's coming here. It's coming here. It's coming on this resistor. If you check here, we have some resistor in parallel mode, and this resistor is blown up. It's not even connected the other side. You see? So if this resistor is blown up, good day everyone. We have a laptop to fix. We have this
Is
laptop.
it just the resistor which is just blown up for no reason?
Is under the category of ProLine, HP, or
The
Intel
rectifier is
notebook.
good. The
This
big
laptop was
capacitor, there's
booked
no
in as no
short.
power.
So here
Yeah, the job was booked
we
in
have
on
problem
18
with
of
this
09.
resistor.
19
Ohms.
of 09. No, not 18. 10 of
This
09 of
one
25.
is
I was some kind of busy.
98
I was trying to
ohms.
clear the backlog.
And this one is
So the laptop is not
the
turning
blown up
on.
resistor
You might
is 47
press the
ohms.
power on
And the
button.
other one is
This is just a dead laptop. Okay.
98 ohms.
So
We need to replace this resistor
if you check here, we have USB
with another 98 ohms resistor.
We have HDMI. We have the
if I put on continuity mode,
this USB port, which is not Type C. Here
let's look for a 98 ohms resistor. We replace the resistor and then we'll see if this can solve this problem. Now I found this motherboard for space. We do have a bunch of resistors, and our resistor is 99 ohms. So we can take one here. We don't need to complicate the repair. Let's just replace the resistor and we start from there. Resistor. Why the resistor blown up? Who knows? Even if we know why it blown up, who cares? No one. No one is caring. What I want to see is to see this amp working again.
my resistor. Okay. We can put the resistor on the other side. That doesn't matter. Because the wires of the resistor are not getting on the other side. This is the simplest thing. Or I can say this is the simplest switching power supply to repair. A linear power supply is not that complicated. It's not that complicated to repair. Our resistor is in place. Measuring. Of course, we have to take it out to have the accurate measurement. But since we are in a hurry, 98, exactly the same. Exactly the same. So now we need to connect back the motherboard. I want to connect the motherboard back and see if that is going to give me the solution. Because in order to have the right voltage on the output, we must have the right voltage on the input. Now, I want you to pay attention on the screen. You see that LED? That means it's now working. That means it's now working. Flash with light to see the USB. You see the light? The light is flashing on this light. So the job is done. That was a resistor to replace a 98 ohms resistor. Now if I'm to check on that regulator, just to prove a point, you see that uh, on the input of the regulator, which is pin number 1, we now have 21 volts. On the output, we now have 5 volts. On the first pin here, 5 volts. So everything seems to be okay here. Everything seems to be okay. So that's the beauty of a linear power supply. It's easy to fix. Power on, the LED is coming on. That means the amp is now on. For testing sound, I'm sure I must have sound, but I don't have USB flash to test. I don't have a USB flash to test. So I think we have to stop here. As long uh, as long the amp is coming on, we have to stop here because I don't have USB flash to test with the to see if we have sound, because it can happen to have two faults like power issue. After fixing power issue, you find out there's no sound. Mostly, if you don't have sound, something will be wrong with these transistors. Yeah, something will be wrong with this transistor TP41C. Something will be wrong with these transistors. But for now, let's stop here. At least you see the importance of a resistor. If you have a bad resistor, that can kill your device, especially on amplifier TVs. Yeah, I found many resistors uh, which were blown up, and because of that resistor, the device was dead. So let me know what you think on the comment section. If you have anything that you wish to understand or you want to add, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll try to respond to you on the next repair. Bye bye.